Hey everybody, if you want to make more sales, here's a strategy that I would consider using. You can use this for private security services. You can also use this for private investigation services. But what you want to do is get your client one step closer to solving the problem. As a private security professional, you have training, skills, knowledge that are superior than most other people. The same thing with private investigators. You have private investigation experience, maybe civil, criminal experience that a lot of people don't have. And a lot of people need that experience. So let's say you have a client who believes that somebody's going to harm them soon. As a private security professional, even private investigation professional, you can get into some type of training role as well. Share some of your knowledge. So in the video that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show the client on how they can protect themselves inside of a bathroom, and we're assuming that they entered this bathroom with no weapons. And in the bathroom there are a handful of improvised weapons that they can use, even body armor, handmade body armor that they can use with just the items that are inside the bathroom. Obviously we're going to use a towel and paper. Obviously a knife can go through it, but it will slow down the knife and perhaps save somebody's life. So the client looks at this presentation that you give to them and they feel that there's some type of value in your service because you are an expert in your field. You didn't solve the problem 100%, but maybe 25%, maybe 15%, maybe 50%, maybe 75%. And for you being a resource of information, you're most likely gonna close this contract, close this sale. You're training somebody to protect themselves inside the bathroom. Remember, they have to be protected outside the house, outside the apartment complex, outside the business as well. You as a private security professional, you can offer that service as well, and they're most likely going to go with you if everything else is right, because you help them without charging them anything to get to one step closer to feeling safer. Those of you that are in the private investigation sector, you can offer investigation services for locating this person. Maybe this person is not identified. This person needs to be identified. And once they're identified, maybe we need to find out an address. Where exactly are they living so that we can actually serve them the restraining order. I'm not saying a restraining order works to protect people. It is just a piece of paper in many occasions, but sometimes a restraining order serves as accountability measure. This person is held accountable by law enforcement, by the courts. And you would help with that service. So maybe you're the other 25% of the service or the 50% of the service, but definitely always offer your expertise to show how skillful you are. So let's watch this video in a minute. If there's an intruder in your house trying to do some harm to you and you have no weapons inside of the bathroom, always think about improvised weapons that you can use around the bathroom. Also think about armor that you can use to defend yourself. Right here, here's a magazine. Just stack a bunch of these in your shirt and you can use these as armor. This is what prisoners use in prison, is they stack up a bunch of magazines against the body to prevent themselves from being stabbed. I'm not sure it's gonna protect you all the way, but I think it's gonna protect you a lot. You also have this cushioning here that you could tuck underneath your shirt to prevent a knife from going through your shirt. I don't think it's going to stop a bullet, but I think it will stop a sharp object. You have this bag for a hairdryer. You can also use this. This thing's perfect. The toilet bowl on top is this heavy porcelain piece. You can use this to attack your aggressor. And these things, they'll shatter. You probably only have one chance, but you got to improvise. Think fast. What can you use here as a weapon? So in prison, they use socks and then soap. They put the soap in the sock and they use it as a weapon like this. You get a big enough hard piece of soap and you have an effective weapon. Also in bathtubs, you have this thing that prevents drainage. You can also put this inside of a sock and use that as a weapon. Maybe you have some containers here. If they're heavy enough, you can also put that in the sock to use as a weapon. So just things to think about, just in case you get caught in the shower or the bathroom. couple last things to think about. When you're using the sock or something that swings as a weapon, or maybe the top of the toilet tank, you might only have one chance to hit that person, one swing. Make sure you make it matter if you have to do that. Swing as hard as you can, and you're gonna probably want to aim around the eye area or even right here. What you're really doing is distracting them. They're gonna be so distracted that they're not gonna know what to do next, or they might just be in shock, and you're gonna get to execute your safety plan, which means get the hell out of here. Also consider shutting the lights off, okay? You shut the lights off, you're gonna have a good visual of what's going on in the hallway or the area right before they go into the bathroom to attack you. You're gonna wanna catch them off guard. Maybe they can't see you, and you can execute your plan by hitting them in the face. Just stuff to think about. What do you guys think about the video? Is this something that you could train others with? And I'm not just discussing a bathroom self-defense technique. This could be any technique. This is something that many of you can do. Many of you are more skillful than I am, more resourceful than I am, and have much more experience than I have. But if you can just do this short presentation or something similar, you're going to be so much more closer to closing this sale or closing this contract. Hope this video helps. Like, subscribe, share. If you guys have any comments, please comment below. Take care and be safe.